Hey there, Canuckleheads. It's been a little bit. Truthfully, I made a couple of videos, but I didn't post them. I'm taking my followers very seriously. And if I make a recipe and you follow it, I want it to be great. Not good, great. There are a couple that, when I did the reaction, I didn't even bother to finish videoing. When I do those taste tests, they're legitimate reactions. I'm not bluffing just because I spent the time to make this. Today, I'm gonna be doing a couple over the next couple of days. I'm pretty confident. First thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you how to make the Canucklehead mix. I've posted it a couple times, and I post it using poultry seasoning, and that does work. It gives you the flavor, but poultry seasoning is really powdery, and I like a little bit more texture. So we're gonna actually start from scratch. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna zest 1 large or 2 smallish oranges. I couldn't find any large ones. Right, this is just a Parmesan grater. I'm experimenting with the autofocus function on my video. So if every once in a while it pans out, does something weird, suddenly you see my ceiling fan, I apologize. I don't have my trusty camera woman here today. Okay. So once you've zested your oranges and your lemon, and like I said, just Parmesan grater is fine, right? It works. We're going to take the zest and we're going to put it into a parchment paper lined baking pan. Okay, so once we've got our zest in on the parchment paper and spread it out as much as you can. All right. Because it's wet and we want it, what we're going to do here is we're going to be basically dehydrating it. So if you spread it, it will dehydrate faster. I actually have a dehydrator, not everybody does, so I'm showing you the way to do it in the oven. You're going to set your oven to the lowest possible setting you can. Most ovens are somewhere between 150 and 170. Mine goes down to 170. We're just going to put it in the oven. All right, now, while our zest is dehydrating, let's put together our spices. Okay, so we're going to take 4 teaspoons of sage. We need some thyme. That's rosemary. There we go, thyme. 4 teaspoons of thyme. Now I need the rosemary. 4 teaspoons of rosemary. 2 teaspoons of marjoram, not margarine. 4 teaspoons of oregano. All right, so I need 6 teaspoons of onion powder. 6 teaspoons of garlic powder. 2 teaspoons of black pepper. 3 teaspoons of mustard, dried ground mustard. 1 teaspoon of cumin. A half teaspoon of cayenne pepper. This one is as much for flavor as anything else. Add as you see fit. If you want to spice it up a little bit, make it a full tablespoon or a full teaspoon. But we're going to do a half teaspoon of cayenne pepper. And I didn't have a nice little dispenser. 5 teaspoons of lemon pepper. Okay, so we're going to get all that in there. And put our lid on our blender. All right, we just want to make sure everything's good and mixed. And once that's mixed, you wait for the zest to dry. That should take about a half an hour, but kind of check as you go. All right, Canuckleheads. So it's actually been probably closer to an hour that the zest has been in here. As I said, check as you go. Depending on how much of the zest you got and how much you got of the pulp, it can be wetter. So there is really no specific amount of time. Okay, but we should be good here. So we're going to pull out our our zest, and it should be crumbly. All right, it should feel dry. And I almost forgot, for spices, we also need about 2 teaspoons of salt. Try to use sea salt, or I'm using pink Himalayan. It's a little healthier than the refined stuff. All right, now we're going to add our zest. And blend. You want it well blended, guys, because you don't want to leave those chunks of rind. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. There we go. You want to see that little whirlpool go in the middle. Once you're done blending, give it a really good shake. Make sure there are no big clumps. I'm going to bring this up to you. You can see the texture in that. And this is why it's so much better than the poultry seasoning. The poultry seasoning is just powdery, right? This has zest. It's got like flakes in it. It's texture. It's got texture, and it tastes great. So once you're done, find yourself a jar or something to put it in, and you got yourself Canucklehead mix. All right, guys, that's it for this video. Thanks so much for tuning in. I hope you learned something. As always, love you. Be good to each other. Bye-bye.